Okay, so today we're going to be chatting about metallurgy, and in particular, we're going to be talking about 18 karat white gold. Now, this 18 karat white gold that I'm going to show you how to mix up today actually uses platinum and not palladium as an alloy. Now, a lot of people are like, oh no, you can't use platinum as an alloy because it can cause a lot of trouble. That isn't the case. I've been using this metal for quite some time. It's beautiful in every way. Polishes nicely, cuts nicely, sets nicely. It's harder, so it's harder wearing. Everything about this metal is superior to a palladium white gold. And the fact that palladium is sky high in price now, and platinum is actually dropping in price, your price point on this metal is a little bit more friendlier to the client. So it's a win-win situation all around. You can use the formula over here. So I'm going to be doing 20 grams of 18 karat white. Of that 20 grams, 15 grams is fine gold, 3 grams is platinum, 1 gram is copper, 1 gram is silver. If you prefer parts, for example, a part type alloy, then a parts, if we just look at the alloy section and not the gold section, then that's a 5-part alloy, and basically 3 parts is platinum, 1 part is copper, 1 part is silver. So that means whatever the weight of the alloy you're going to be adding to it, you just make sure that you split it in that part. Very easy to work out. You basically divide it by 5, times it by 3, you get your 3 parts. We're going to take the platinum now, add it to a crucible. We're going to melt that, and we'll only add the fine gold and the copper and all of that only once that has smelted. Okay. Then I use the ash rod just to stir it. Now you'll notice it's very, very, very liquid. And you stir it until it solidifies. See, it's solidified in the crucible. You'll see it goes quite nice and molten really quick again. You can see it's quite molten there. It's quite fluid. A little bit more borax. Okay, I've just taken it out of the acid, and you'll notice here that it has got a bit of a rough surface. Now it's meant to be a bit smoother than that. We can melt it a second time to get it to mix a little bit better, but I think that's quite a successful mix. I'm just going to roll it now and see how well the aloe is mixed. I'm going to give it a slight anneal and see how it holds up when we roll it flat. You see how nice and white this metal is? It comes up very, very white. Okay, we're going to roll it flat and see if it gives us any trouble. Now you'll see there, it hasn't got the smoothest texture and the edge is a bit rough. But if it was going to give us really big problems, it would have had deep cracks on the sides. And then I'd really need to consider adding something like saltpeter to it and doing a second mix, second melt. But I am going to be doing that in any case. And then the metal's 100% stable and can be used in your workshop thereafter. Let's melt it. Okay, so I'm going to melt it for the second time now, using a bit of saltpeter once it's molten. I'll be adding a bit of saltpeter now. You got to make sure that the metal's molten before you add the saltpeter. And that is 100% molten now. Last time I'm going to stir it until it solidifies. I'm going to melt it now, give it a good swirl, add a bit of borax, and it should be good. Now you'll notice here that it's actually quite smooth to the touch, where before it had a bit of a rough texture on it. Now that will be 100% perfect. That shouldn't give us any issues whatsoever when we work with it. And from my experience, this is a very, very, very stable alloy. You can even see the sheen on there. So I think that cast very nicely in that old ingot of ours. And yeah, we can start making jewelry with that, and it will come up really nicely. I'll just sandpaper and polish a section for you so you can see. It's a very, very, very white metal. Obviously the rest of the metal looks a little bit yellowy here, but that's just from the fire scale and the oil from the ingot mold. So this is the final finished product. On the side here, I'm going to put the alloy so you can bring it down to this 18 karat alloy down to 9, 14 or 10, and you're more than welcome to use it in your own workshop, and I hope you get many years of great use out of this metal. Okay, cheers for now.